Kwanzaa, a week-long celebration observed from December 26th to January 1st, serves as a time for reflection, cultural pride, and unity within the African American community. Rooted in African heritage and created to honor family, community, and culture, Kwanzaa has a powerful resonance for many African Americans, including those who serve in the United States military. For service members who observe Kwanzaa, the holiday becomes not just a celebration of culture, but also a meaningful time to connect with family and community values, even within the highly structured and diverse environment of military life. The history of Kwanzaa can be traced back to the civil rights era of the 1960s, when Dr. Maulana Karenga, a professor and activist, founded it to provide African Americans with an opportunity to celebrate and reconnect with their heritage. Dr. Karenga established Kwanzaa in 1966 as a response to the struggles faced by African Americans during this period. The principles of Kwanzaa, known as the Nguzo Saba, emphasize unity, self-determination, collective work and responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith. These principles encourage people to think about their individual lives within the context of the greater African American community. Each day of Kwanzaa highlights one of these values, which collectively reflect not only cultural pride, but also a commitment to the welfare of the community. For African American service members, Kwanzaa offers a time to reflect on the intersection of their heritage and their role in serving a diverse nation, which makes this celebration uniquely impactful within a military context. Serving in the military can be both rewarding and challenging, especially for those who may be geographically distant from their families during important cultural or religious observances. Many African American service members must find ways to celebrate Kwanzaa within the confines of a military schedule, often while stationed far from their families. Celebrating Kwanzaa in the military becomes an act of resilience, a testament to cultural pride, and a commitment to maintaining a sense of identity despite the demands of service. While the military promotes values such as loyalty, duty, and respect, which align well with the principles of Kwanzaa, the holiday's focus on African heritage provides an additional layer of meaning for African American service members. By observing Kwanzaa, they affirm their cultural heritage and create a sense of community that extends beyond their immediate surroundings. The observance of Kwanzaa in the military often involves adapting the traditional rituals to fit within military structures. Typically, Kwanzaa celebrations include a candle lighting ceremony, where each candle on the kinara, a 7-branched candelabrum, represents one of the Nguzo Saba principles. Service members who observe Kwanzaa may need to find a private or approved space to conduct these ceremonies, especially when stationed on military bases or in places where access to family and community resources may be limited. Many installations across the United States and even abroad have created spaces for Kwanzaa observances, allowing African American service members to come together, light the kinara, and discuss the significance of each principle in a way that relates to both their cultural and military experiences. For many, Kwanzaa in the military is also an opportunity to educate others about African American culture and the values celebrated during the holiday. Some bases hold events open to service members from all backgrounds, fostering inclusivity and intercultural exchange. Such events typically include discussions about the origins of Kwanzaa, the significance of each principle, and how these values resonate not only with African Americans, but also with military ideals. This educational component can help build bridges between different groups within the military, allowing service members to learn from each other's traditions and cultures. By sharing Kwanzaa with their colleagues, African American service members contribute to a richer and more understanding environment, which is essential in the military's diverse community. One of the most significant aspects of Kwanzaa is its focus on unity, or umoja. For African American service members, umoja represents both a connection to their heritage and a reminder of the unity needed within the military. Despite the diversity within the armed forces, the mission relies on unity of purpose and mutual trust among service members. In this way, celebrating umoja during Kwanzaa serves as a personal and professional reinforcement of the bonds that are essential to military service. Even for those who may not directly participate in Kwanzaa, the principle of umoja resonates as a value that transcends individual backgrounds, strengthening the cohesiveness within the military community. The principle of self-determination, or kujichagulia, also has profound relevance for African American service members. Kujichagulia emphasizes the importance of defining oneself and taking pride in one's identity, which can be empowering for those who navigate the challenges of being a minority within the military. Observing Kwanzaa offers African American service members a chance to reflect on their roots, even as they uphold the values and traditions of the military. Self-determination reminds them that they bring a valuable perspective and heritage to their roles, enriching the fabric of the military as a whole. By celebrating this principle, service members reaffirm their unique identities within a structure that emphasizes collective responsibility. The principle of collective work and responsibility, or Ujima, aligns closely with the military's emphasis on teamwork and mutual support. During Kwanzaa, African American service members reflect on how they can work together to improve their communities, both within and outside the military. The concept of Ujima encourages service members to support one another, recognizing that each person's well-being contributes to the strength of the entire group. For African American service members, this principle reinforces their commitment to uplifting their communities back home, even while serving abroad. It also reflects the teamwork and camaraderie that are foundational within military units, highlighting the interconnectedness between personal values and professional responsibilities. Kwanzaa's focus on cooperative economics, or Ujamaa, resonates with service members as well. This principle promotes economic self-sufficiency and community support, encouraging African Americans to uplift one another by investing in their communities. Within the military, this concept can be seen in the support networks that many African American service members form, both financially and emotionally. Observing Ujamaa during Kwanzaa reminds them of the importance of strengthening their community's economic well-being, whether through supporting minority-owned businesses or fostering financial literacy. While the military may not directly facilitate economic collaboration, the principle of Ujamaa reinforces a sense of responsibility to help uplift the African American community. The principle of Nia, or purpose, is another core component of Kwanzaa. Nia invites participants to consider their broader purpose, particularly in terms of community and cultural heritage. For African American service members, reflecting on purpose may involve reconciling their role as protectors of the nation with their cultural identity and goals for the future. Observing Nia during Kwanzaa can be a time for them to renew their commitment to their community, contemplating how their service can contribute to a better future for African Americans. This reflection on purpose adds depth to their sense of duty, intertwining their cultural identity with their dedication to their roles within the military. Creativity, or Kumba, encourages participants to think about ways they can bring beauty and progress to their communities. In a military setting, observing Kumba might involve sharing African American art, music, and stories, with fellow service members, creating an environment that celebrates diversity. Kumba can also inspire service members to think creatively about solutions to the challenges they face, whether in military service or within their own communities. For African American service members, this principle offers a chance to express pride in their heritage while also encouraging innovation within the military. Finally, the principle of faith, or Imani, highlights the importance of believing in the potential for improvement within oneself and one's community. Celebrating Imani during Kwanzaa encourages African American service members to maintain faith in their culture, their contributions, and their futures. This principle reinforces the belief that despite the challenges they may face, they have the strength to overcome obstacles and achieve greatness. For many, faith is a deeply personal value that sustains them both in their service and in their cultural observances. By celebrating Imani, African American service members find strength not only in their military training, but also in their cultural heritage, creating a balanced and holistic sense of purpose. Celebrating Kwanzaa in the military is therefore a testament to the resilience and adaptability of African American culture. For service members, this holiday provides a way to stay connected to their roots, affirming their heritage within a diverse military environment. While the military is often characterized by uniformity and discipline, the observance of Kwanzaa brings a personal and cultural depth to service, allowing African American members to reflect on their identity and share their heritage with others. Kwanzaa in the military is not only a celebration, but also a reminder of the strength that comes from unity, self-determination, and faith in a shared future. If you like this video and know someone in the military, please share it with them. Thank you for watching.